after you. If you got a letter from the IRS and you know you owe back taxes or you haven't filed in years, don't put your head in the sand. Call us today. We've saved our customers millions of tax dollars. One quick, free phone call will show you how we can reduce your past tax bill and save you thousands. Guaranteed, or you pay nothing. Call now.
800-511-6046. 800-511-6046. 800-511-6046. That's 800-511-6046.
Do you want to save money on your next flight? Then pick up the phone and call. That's right, call. Because the best prices are not online. They're with SmartFares. See, SmartFares has special deals with the airlines. When they have unsold seats, they use SmartFares to fill them. So you get airline tickets at crazy low prices. They have access to great prices and discounts at over 500 different airlines. Plus 300,000 hotels and rental car companies. Their prices are too low to publish online. With the extra money you'll save, you can book another trip or treat yourself to dinner or shopping. So stop searching all of those travel sites to find the lowest price on your next flight. Let one of our SmartFares expert travel agents find the best price for you. Call SmartFares today and get ready to see the world with a fat wallet.
800-871-3291. 800-871-3291. 800-871-3291. That's 800-871-3291.
Please answer the question.
We are back. Joe to your host. Always a pleasure to have you with me. 855-REAL-JOE, 855-732-5563. Get involved, get engaged, get informed, and then do something. Yes, I know, it's $1 million baby. Got it. Anyway, I always love it when Kimberly joins me. She just brings a whole bunch of energy and a whole different viewpoint on some of this stuff. Kimberly, thanks for being with me.
Thanks for having me.
Hey, Sleepy Joe earned his name this weekend, didn't he? Or actually over the last few days, anyhow. He fell asleep during a performance of Andrew, what is it, Bonicelli or whatever his name is?
Botticelli?
Yeah.
He like literally fell asleep.
Oh, yeah, he fell asleep. They have pictures of him in the audience sleeping.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
What, was it past his bedtime?
It must have been after 6 at night or something like that. But,
right.
Yeah. Oh, no, he was, first of all, he fell asleep several places. Did you see where he fell asleep in the middle of an interview?
No.
Yeah, they thought he was, at first it was like, oh, he's thinking deeply, and then they cut away, and they had to wake the guy up.
Are you serious?
Oh, I'm dead serious. I love this stuff. I'm dead serious.
Because I saw the one that Democrats had a fit about, where he was going to walk over to where some parachuters had just, went on the ground. But the other world leaders, which I didn't even realize it was the other world leaders, immediately moved over to him and stopped him and redirected him.
Oh, if you watch the whole video, this guy just lands, right? And he's there, and they're all kind of, applauding him, and they must be saying something to him. And Joe, even with the commotion, you'll see him, his eyes wander off to the left. He focuses on a tree over there. Go ahead.
Well, no, I was going to say, and then there was another one where Obama, he did, of course, the thing with a bunch of holly pedos. Yep. And Obama has to grab his hand.
Yeah.
And Raggedy Ann, the press secretary, says, that's just fake news. That's cheap fake. That's cheap fakes done with bad faith. What are you talking about? We could see with our own eyes what happened.
Yeah.
This is like 1984 where they tell you what you're seeing isn't really happening.
Well, he comes to a dead stop. He mentally comes to a dead stop, and you can see it.
Yeah.
Anybody who's been around people with dementia or Alzheimer's knows that look. Do you agree?
Yep. Yes, 100%.
Yeah. And
Absolutely.
Go back to the Italian one, though. I love the Italian PM going and getting him and redirecting him.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Like a little kid. That was great.
And that's what I looked at. I'm like, I don't care if he's looking at the guys over there. He wandered off from the task at hand is what they were doing. And they were so concerned about it that they all went over and grabbed him and had to redirect him. It's disturbing. It's disturbing.
And
This is why
again,
we're
watch the movement of his arms when he's either waving to people or going to scratch himself in the head. It's almost like every inch that arm moves, he has to think about moving it in the direction.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
yeah, it's terrible.
and
It's absolutely terrible.
but what do you see happening? You don't watch the news as much as I do, obviously. But when you see what's happening, every left-leaning news, and I mean not even hardcore left-leaning news source is talking about how bad Trump is mentally, that he had to hold a railing.
I noticed that.
Did you notice that?
Yes, I did notice that. I don't watch television. However, I do pay attention. I'm live on Twitter. So I am paying attention and seeing what they're saying. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then that often forces me to go look it up.
Yeah.
But, I totally noticed that. The biggest thing I noticed is besides that they're trying to say, Trump is old and he's forgetful and says things screwed up. Trump's always done that. Like, not saying screwed up things, just saying maybe whacked things.
Yeah, this is nothing new. Even before he was president.
Right, exactly. But it's not like he's just and mouth watering. That's what Biden is. Biden is
he's
like
all you can't even understand.
mouth-watering.
You cannot understand about 40% of anything he says in a speech.
Nope.
You know?
That's
So-
why I wonder what they're going to drug him up with for the debate.
Yeah, I've been wondering the same thing. I would love to, maybe I will connect with a doctor friend of mine and just say, what could you possibly give somebody like that to allow him
Adderall?
to focus for 90 minutes?
I guarantee Adderall, probably. Something
Okay.
like that. Find out. Yeah, actually ask your doctor friend because I guarantee it's something like that. I mean, the cocaine that was found in the White House could have been his, but who knows?
All right. Somebody asked me about this a while back, and I've been meaning to ask you because I know you're the expert. What is a bump stock? What does it actually do? And one of the questions was, it doesn't turn it into like a machine gun kind of thing. I said, no, you can't turn it. No.
It does not. So, a semi-automatic rifle is one action, one trigger pull for one shot. You have to pull the trigger every time you want a shot.
Right.
A machine gun is one trigger pull, multiple shots. It'll keep going through as much ammunition as you have. It's not the same in a semi-automatic. So now that I've established that, what a bump stock does is you add it on to the back of the rifle, onto the stock of the rifle.
Right.
And it's a mechanism that you can bump the stock of the rifle and it pulls the trigger for you.
Okay.
So there's still one action and one shot. These are used by disabled vets. They're used by disabled people who can't possibly pull the trigger or they still want to hunt, etc. They can jam. They jam a lot, apparently, and they are also not very accurate. So nobody's sitting there just shooting them like that.
Yep.
You're not even you might miss a lot on if you were just shooting sports. They would be taking their time more in doing it. But it's only as fast as you bump that stock. And people can pull a trigger. There are people who can pull a trigger extremely fast. That's all it's doing. A person still has to take an action with every single shot. It does nothing. It doesn't resemble a machine gun. It doesn't do anything like a machine gun. It works the same as a semi-automatic. It was,
Good.
like I said, people who are disabled have used them because they can't, pull the trigger on their own.
Well, you like I said, you look at this stuff sometimes and you have to stop and think, who's pushing this? They have no clue. Schumer's now looking to put a bump stock bill out there. Well, first of all, I hope it doesn't make it past the House,
Right.
But again, the man can't even cook. I mean, you want to take barbecue lessons from this guy or what?
Yeah, no thanks. I don't feel like dying and getting ill from food poisoning.
Well, somebody said they're raw hamburgers, right? And then the White House said, no, they're not raw hamburgers. Those are tofu burgers or plant burgers, and that's how they look. And you go, really? Is that really how you're going to try to sell this? Wow,
Well, and yeah, that was, I don't know why they bothered doing that. That was so pathetic. And if you look further into details, all but one burner is off. I mean, all the burners were off except for one. It's pathetic. They just, he's trying to make it, he so completely out of touch with the real world is trying to make it look like he's just just a regular guy.
Oh, yeah.
And
Yeah.
he screwed that up. His whole family screwed it up because somebody wasn't taking a picture.
Somebody should have looked and got Chucky. They're not cooked. It's not hard to figure out.
You don't put cheese on an uncooked burger. You wait till it's cooked. And even if you didn't ever have a house with a yard with a grill and never
you
grilled,
read that part. Yep.
yes, you would still know that. You would still know that because just seeing commercials, food commercials or whatever. So
go one step further. You're telling me he's never been to anybody's house for a barbecue?
Would you invite him?
No, that's true.
Well,
Okay, you got me on that one.
See? You're not the only one. We're not the only ones who don't like him.
No. And then he was all excited that was his daughter and his daughter's wife.
They print on shirts, pants.
Hey, we'll be back in a minute. Joe Messina, your host. Don't go far. A lot more coming up on the Joe Messina Show.
Has been family owned and operated for over 25 years. J&M takes pride in providing high quality products and services because we care. Our state-of-the-art equipment enables us to print high volume with superior quality on any job. We print on clothing lines for schools, businesses, sports teams, and bands nationwide. Our team is committed to total customer satisfaction and the quality you should expect from a professional screen printing company. J&M, family owned and operated. Give us a call. We guarantee a great product and a great price. 800-462-0002. For a price quote, 800-468-0002. Or go to the web at www.jnm.cc.
It's time for the Melissa's Produce Pick of the Week. Every week from the ordinary to the extraordinary, guaranteeing that the best and freshest global produce anywhere always comes from Melissa's. This is actually from my backyard. Just close your eyes and imagine the smell of a perfect strawberry. It's deeply jammy and it's got a little caramel hint and it's floral. It's like the best field fresh strawberry. And it comes from Harry's Berries, founded in Oxnard, California in 1967. They are organic, no chemical pesticides, and you get the deep red berry full of flavor every single time. They are available exclusively from Melissa's. So please order your Harry's Berries now. Go to melissas.com and you will find the best, the freshest global produce anywhere, especially Harry's Berries strawberries at the peak of their season now.
We're going abroad for the first time in years. To Spain.
But we don't speak Spanish.
So we started using Babbel.
And started learning Spanish fast.
With Babbel, you can start having conversations in another language in just 3 weeks. Babbel's conversational method teaches you real-life words and phrases. And with Babbel's interactive bite-sized lessons, you'll remember what you learned.
¿Cómo te llamas?
¿Cómo te llamas?
¿De dónde eres?
¿De dónde eres?
When you learn a language, you want to actually use it. Babbel is designed with that goal in mind.
In just 3 weeks, we're starting to have conversations in Spanish.
Estoy muy emocionado para ir a España contigo.
Aww. He just said, I'm very excited to go to Spain with you. Vamos a tener mucha diversión.
And that means we're going to have so much fun.
Sí. Gracias, Babbel.
Babbel, language for life. Celebrating 10 million subscriptions sold. Just go to Babbel.com and start learning a new language today. That's Babbel.com. Babbel.com. Babbel.com.
You live here?
Yes.
Well, maybe you know what a zombie is. When a person dies and is buried, it seems there's certain voodoo priests who have the power to bring him back to life.
Horrible.
It's worse than horrible because a zombie has no will of his own. You see them sometimes walking around blindly with dead eyes, following orders, not knowing what they do, not caring.
You mean like Democrats?
We are back. Joe Messina, your host. Always a pleasure to have you with me. 855 Real Joe, 855-732-5563. Let me just bring her in. Kimberly Morin joins me as she does every week. Always appreciate her time with me. Think about that in Bob Hope's heyday, that the Dems had a bad name.
Right? Because they've always been like this, but people were, I don't know what happened. They've just gotten worse and worse over the years.
Well, the big switch was in the 60s with LBJ, is my understanding. The more and more I read, what have you, we did nothing to push back. We did nothing to fight back.
This is my problem. Yes.
Yeah.
You're going to get me on a tear right now. When I first got involved in politics, 2008, I couldn't understand why the left Democrats were saying all these nasty things, treating people horribly, and nobody was fighting back. They were taking the higher ground. Where did that get you? Absolutely nowhere.
Oh, I'm with you. It is time to stop. It is time. What did Eric Holder say? When they go low, we go higher, or something. Whatever it was, they were all saying, "Let's fight back."
Yeah.
Right. The what is it? Sheila Jackson Lee, Nancy Pelosi. I'm gonna punch him right in the face. That's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah. No, seriously. Like I never understood why Republicans, and that's why some of these new Freedom Caucus Republicans are really good, because they just go right for they speak out the truth, and you
they
have
go for
to
jugular. Yeah.
Yeah, you have to flip the narrative, and you can use their same tactics other than harming people, because that's what they do.
Mm-hmm.
But you can use their same tactics. Use women. Say like the whole trans flag, and I don't care if I get hate mail for this. This is how I feel, and this is how millions of women around the world feel. The pride flag has been co-opted by other crap, especially like the trans thing.
Yeah. That
flag, to me and to millions of women, represents the oppression of women, because the left has decided trans women who are men should be treated as if they were women. And that's why you see men in our rape centers, domestic abuse shelters, sports, private spaces. That's why you see that. You have to flip the narrative and show how much this is oppressing women, including women in the LGBT community.
But they're women too.
Oh, don't. I was, how they say trans allies or whatever, LGBT allies.
Yeah.
I never cared what anyone believed of themselves. You have the right to believe whatever you want of yourself. More power to you. But when they started enacting the laws to try to make everyone else believe what they believe of themselves, and then taking away my actual rights, that's when I had a problem.
Yep.
And now I just tell it like it is.
I agree with you, even though I may not agree, may not like what they're doing. It's like, okay, leave me alone. I'll leave you alone. The only place that my spidey sense always went up, and I always talk to my friends about this, who thought that they were being, so smart, so, loving and caring. I go, they are not willing to live and let live. Do you understand that?
Yep.
They don't want tolerance. They want acceptance. There's so much of a big difference between tolerance and acceptance. I don't think people really understand that.
They don't. Another point that just happened in New Hampshire. A woman I know is running for New Hampshire State Senate. When the whole pride thing came out, she quoted something from, I don't know if it's from the Bible or whatever. It's about God gave everyone the rainbow as his covenant. Is that right? You know what I'm talking about?
After the flood, the rainbow was his sign that he would never do that again.
And he gave that to everyone. No group, person, whatever owns it. And the left in New Hampshire freaked out about it because she was basically saying it was, what she said is exactly true.
Yep.
But they lose their minds on it, And so I've been nailing them left and right with the oppression of women. It's the oppression of women. And more and more and more women are realizing it, understanding it, and are angry about it.
Yeah, it took a while, and you get you have
Oh my God, it took
you have to admit the fact that when they were in the sports world, when they were all just trying to shut up and get along and what have you, they didn't want to lose their positions. I think it was Riley Gaines. I mean, she was the first one to truly make a lot of noise and go, look, it doesn't matter. We're losing anyhow. So do you lose without a fight or do you lose with a fight?
Right. Well, and she was. Yeah. She was. None of them could say anything while they were involved in it because they would lose the sport they loved and spent years practicing.
Yep.
These are elite college athletes that have the potential to go on further into the Olympics. Mm-hmm. And that's being taken away from them. Scholarships are being taken away. It's all being taken away because the left wants to pretend men can be women. And it's just not true. I don't care who you are. Go ahead and freaking send an email.
Yeah, again, like I said, I love this stuff because it shows you exactly what they're doing. It shows you that they're not afraid of it. They think that they won't even do it under cover of darkness. At least if they thought it was wrong, but still wanted it to win, do it under the cover of darkness. But they're so sure that they've got this, that they don't care.
Yeah, and again, a lot more Democrat supporting women are waking up to this too. I talk to different people all the time and all over the world because this is the other countries have done way worse already, have gone way further than we have, which is a lot of my research back in 2017 and 18 was based on what Europe was doing, what Canada was doing, and how it was harming women. And in reality, Joe, in England, they made a rule that women get, there's certain annual, female checkups, right? But if you were a trans man, you couldn't get that checkup. Get what I'm saying?
Yes. Yeah. Well, it was
vice versa.
Yeah. What do they call it? Pap smear, right?
Well, I wasn't going to go to that much detail.
Well, listen, here's the deal.
Cancer, cervical cancer check. Now they don't even want to use the word, thank you. Now they don't even want to use the term cervix.
Front hole.
Yeah,
come on. Would it be the one where my eyeballs reside? Would it be the one just below those? It's called nostrils. I mean, really, you want to really? I know. I won't have a whole bunch of fun with it, but I could.
We're gonna get in trouble so bad. It's when I saw that term, I was mortified. I'm like, are you kidding me right now? Because they don't want to offend men.
Yeah.
Who may be trans women, or they don't want to offend women who may be trans men. Get off your psychopathic mental delusions and leave us alone.
You're killing me. Let me tell you what. Here in California, in grade school, right? Kindergarten through 6th, and then we have junior high school and high school. Every school has to have one bathroom where feminine products are found in the boys' bathroom, what's designated as boys' bathroom, and also girls' bathrooms at the same time.
Yep.
So there was some of us school people discussing it, and I said, make them tampons. They're like, tampons? I said, oh, make them tampons. This won't last long at all because the boys will yank out about 60 of them, okay, and make up a train all the way across the yard and squirt them with water and do all kinds of crazy stuff. They'll be hanging from their ears. I mean, believe me, I was a little boy. I know what I would have done.
Yep,
okay?
100%.
Yeah. The other ones will the pads will end up as face masks, armpit masks. You just have a field day with it, but they'll have much more fun with the tampons. And I said, ain't no, kindergarten through 6th grade girl going to be using any tampons. So let's just whatever.
Yeah, well, maybe 6th grade, but you never know now.
Maybe.
But
yeah,
that's so. Like I said, I fought against this in New Hampshire, and we lost because the Republicans. Some Republicans actually helped push it, and our stupid governor signed it into law. But I did massive amounts of research. I'm talking reading books. I'm talking articles, everything. And I wrote a ton about it. And I remember one of the things I wrote about is they're going to make it so that you're no longer going to be able to have Mother's Day. It's not going to be Mother's Day. They're going to change it. And I think I based that one on something in either Canada or California even. Just like they don't want the father-daughter dances anymore. And, everything I said has come true. Boys are winning girls' sports in New Hampshire. Have yet to hear about, prison rapes or men being in the rape centers and other things, but I'm sure that'll come because it's happened everywhere else.
Happy birthing person day.
Right?
All right. Got to go for a break. Be back in a few minutes. Don't go far. A lot more with Kimberly Morin and Joe Messina when we come back.
Let's see, if something costs less, but people are happier with it, that sounds like something to look into, and that is Medi-Share. Maybe you've heard switching to Medi-Share to pay for health care can save many families up to $500 a month, and that is huge. But it's also true that people are way more satisfied after making the switch, too. The member satisfaction rate for Medi-Share is double that of the typical health insurance plan. Double. Medi-Share works, too. It's been around for 30 years. Members have shared more than $5 billion of each other's bills. People love having telehealth and a huge nationwide PPO network. So, yeah, really, you can save a ton and like it better. Imagine being happy with how you're taking care of your health care. So if you're self-employed or part of the gig economy, or you just want a plan you're happy with, you can call right now. You'll get a price within 2 minutes. So see what you can save. This is a very, very smart use of 2 minutes. Here's the number you need. Call 833-34-BIBLE. That's 833-34-BIBLE. 833-34-BIBLE.
Omaha Steaks is rewriting the book on burgers with an all-new handmade texture for the juiciest home-style burgers you've ever tasted. Their pure ground burgers are made from single cuts of real, aged Omaha steaks. These are truly steaks on a bun. Filet mignon, ribeye, New York strip, sirloin, and even brisket burgers. Now is the time to experience the exclusive Burger Perfection Flight for just $79.99. Go to omahasteaks.com and use promo code TREAT at checkout to get an extra $20 off your order, plus free shipping. You'll get 4 of each pure ground burger, so you can sample all the steak on a bun greatness. These burgers are crafted for a juicier, more tender experience, making your mouth water with every single bite. Don't wait. Go to omahasteaks.com, use promo code TREAT at checkout, and get $20 off the Burger Perfection Flight and discover your new burger obsession. Minimum order may be required.
I've got a unique vacation idea for you that's right here in the United States. If you're ready for a vacation that's fun and downright affordable, listen up. It's driving distance for many of you, so no planes, no airline delays, no hassles. It's Branson, Missouri, the entertainment capital of the Midwest. Live music for everyone. Branson has 3 beautiful, enormous lakes, water attractions, live shows, great food, and tons of entertainment. It's a perfect vacation for you and your family, or if you're retired and you want to have a great time. And you can stay in Branson for as low as $99 a night. Please understand, this is not a timeshare offer. It's a real vacation for as little as $99 a night. We've got a free vacation guide we want to send you right now. All you have to do is call for complete details. Get your free Branson, Missouri guide right now by calling this number.
800-399-4215. 800-399-4215. 800-399-4215. That's 800-399-4215. You've been working hard, doing the right thing, and paying your taxes, and putting your hard-earned money in the Medicare piggy bank all your life. And now it's time to break the piggy bank and get something back. Medicare. If you didn't know it, Medicare is health insurance for people over 65, and you paid for it with your tax dollars. Medicare plans now have more benefits than ever. That's good news, especially if you're like me and looking forward to paying as little as possible for good health insurance. Call and find out what Medicare plan is best for you. Save your time. It's valuable. We've already done the research for you, and in one quick phone call, you can learn how to get the best Medicare plan designed exactly for you. Hey, it's one of the most important decisions in your life. Let us help you through it. Here's our number. Call 65 Plus Medicare now. 800-778-8214. 800-778-8214. That's 800-778-8214.
Attention! This is a public notice from the Social Security Disability Helpline. If you're one of the millions of Americans who are disabled and unable to work, you may be eligible for disability benefits from Social Security. Receiving benefits is your right. If you suffer from physical or mental disability, whether you're applying for the first time or you've already been denied, we can help. We'll evaluate your situation and deal with Social Security on your behalf. Best of all, there's no fee until you receive your benefits. Remember, we only get paid if you win your case. There are many reasons and conditions that may make you eligible for disability benefits. Many of them you may not be aware of. So if you're disabled and unable to work, call now to get started with your free, no-obligation consultation.
800-362-9337. 800-362-9337. That's 800-362-9337.
Did you ever go to school, stupid? Yes, sir. And I come out the same way.
He was a famous trumpet man from out Chicago way. He had a boogie style that no one else could play.
We are back. Joe Messina, your host. You know, that is such a great song, sung the way they're doing it. But because Bette Midler's in it, I can't enjoy it as much. I just can't. You're listening to the Joe Messina Show. Don't go far. A lot more coming up, you know, for the next few hours. But right now, Kimberly Morin joins me. She does every week, kind of take a hardcore New England look at what's going on in politics today. How we doing?
Good. How about you?
Good. Hey, I don't know if you've been down that way or getting anything on it. I heard that the Boston Logan's Airport is now Immigration Central.
I was there in March, and I didn't see it, but I saw videos of it.
Yeah.
And I asked people in Massachusetts, does anyone know which terminal it is? Because obviously there's more than one terminal at the airport. But nobody knew. I'm sure whoever took the video knew, but I didn't get the original part of that. But yeah, isn't that great?
Oh, it's wonderful. And
it's
now the
their
mayor,
baggage claim.
yeah,
of all places.
and now the mayor of Boston has decided not to prosecute or arrest for robberies, larceny, a whole list of things, so that the police can actually do their real jobs. Think of that.
Boston is turning into California. God, I have to go there not long from now. And I'm staying overnight. Blech.
Yeah, good for you. Good luck to you. Sleep with one eye open.
Right?
Yeah. Nope, I don't get it. I really don't get it. I don't get that they, you know, and you're smarter in this area than I am. I mean, here they are. They know what's going on. They see it. They've been victims of the crime, which I think is hilarious. I'm going to do a story later on about a Secret Service agent who was robbed at gunpoint in California. He was on Biden's detail. I'm going, wow.
Wow.
That's great. Yeah. Okay. And anyhow, but yeah, I look at this stuff and go, you don't see this? There's no way you don't see this.
Right.
You know? But
I don't understand. I just don't understand how Democrats even have any support still. I know that their voters are affected by this. Like, are they really going to vote for Biden again? Or whatever idiot they replace him with?
Oh, I think they're going to – I just keep thinking they're going to push him out there, and then once he gets elected or once there'll be a turning point, but I don't think it's going to be like right now.
You don't think so? It would. Well, here's the thing. Somebody else was talking about this recently. They couldn't, even if they wanted to replace Biden, it would have to be with Harris. They could not pick someone over Harris. That would be the ultimate, oh my God, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know. She's terrible.
Oh, God. Oh, I would love her to do one lousy speech, 6 minutes or less, that I actually understood everything she was talking about and the actionable items that I needed to take.
Yeah, forget it. That's never going to happen.
Wishful thinking. She needs to go back to school. What else
They
is
still,
that?
you would think, listen, you would think, after all her failures and speeches and terrible speaking, I realize that a lot of her speechwriters quit. You would think, I mean, is she just that clueless that she doesn't try to do better herself? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm thinking. Yeah.
It's not like she's doing anything all day.
Yeah, you have to wonder what she does do all day. It's not like she's helping to make. Oh God, I hope. It's not like she's helping to make deep decisions, on foreign affairs issues because you can't. Well, actually, she couldn't do any worse than Joe.
Right.
God bless. God help us all.
Well, the thing is, neither her or Biden are the ones running the country,
No,
so there's
true.
that. That's why it's urgent that we get Democrats the heck out of office. Urgent everywhere across the country, not just in the White House. Everywhere across the country, they've got to be gone. They've got to be voted out because it's just nothing but destruction. And if anybody can't see that, I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah.
Then I can't help you.
No, I agree with you, and a lot of people will think that they're in it, they're helping, they know what they're doing. It's like, get out of the way, look at them, call them. What is it, Karine Pierre, the White House press secretary?
Raggedy Ann.
Yeah, she. Yeah, thank you. She's upset that they're telling the truth. She's calling the videos that are shot by the French. I mean, they're by the Italians. It's propaganda. Really?
Yeah, she's saying it's cheap. They're in the other video. Yeah, they're cheap fakes. They're cheap fakes. Dude, we watch with our own eyes. We can see the whole video. Yeah, you can look and see that he's going over and it looks like he's going to talk to someone, but he's wandering off like the decrepit old man that he is. And world leaders have to stop him and redirect him.
I thought that was great. When she ran up to him and she grabbed him, I'm like, oh, yeah, he would have kept going.
Yep.
And been waving and talking to the tree. That would have been great. We got some video of him actually talking to a tree. That would have been wonderful,
Well, no, there was guys over there. There was. In the video, there was paratroopers on the ground. But it doesn't matter, like, what was he going to say? He already gave a thumbs up. Everybody gave a thumbs up. What was he doing? Like, he probably would have said, I did that before,
Yeah, I learned this from you guys. Yeah, never mind. Yeah, and what about Jill Biden? I mean, should she not go to jail at this point for elder abuse?
I said that in 2020. 2020, I said that. Why is she running him? Because there was reports that came out of New Hampshire that he was in really bad shape. In New Hampshire, which is at the very beginning of everything, Joe. You know that. And I was saying that about her back then. Like, why is she doing this to him?
I don't know.
So,
you know what? She likes the power.
I think that's what it is.
Yeah, she likes the power. What other first lady? I mean, the one before this one. Not before, I'm sorry. The Obama first lady, what she wore? She liked to wear ripped jeans and shorts on the Air Force One. This one loves fishnet stockings for some reason. I don't know why.
Oh my God, Jill Biden is the worst dressed woman in the history of the White House. We joke. There's a friend of mine, someone I'm friends with on Twitter. When Jill comes out with some of her dresses, she's like, okay, which piece of furniture does this one look like? Her fashions, whoever, it's horrific. She's white trash. That I got banned on Facebook for saying it's the white trash White House. Banned.
Yeah. Well,
look,
they're looking for reasons to dump people like you and me on a regular basis. It doesn't matter what we say or even how we say it. I put up a vid. I had a guy that I was interviewing some night, and the topic was, or the title was, cancer doesn't have to be a death sentence. Right? Pretty innocuous. Not a big deal. People use all kinds of remedies where they perceive as remedies for cancer. Anyhow, I had the doctor on the show. We talked a little bit. He told me some of the stuff that he was doing and some of the stuff his patients were doing, yada, yada, yada. 3 weeks later, I get a violation report, and they pulled it down. I'm going, wait a minute. He didn't, not once did he say, this is true, And, we've got, I don't know, FDA approval or FDA. That wasn't what he's saying at all.
Constantly.
So,
yep.
I don't know. I like Trump's idea. We could try anything we wanted to, even if it was experimental drugs. We could sign off on it. We were dying anyway. What the heck are they doing?
Yep, they're not doing anything.
No.
Yeah.
No, not allowing us to make up our own minds. I mean, God forbid. Because we might get it right and prove we don't need them.
Right? That's true. That's very true.
Oh, yeah. They're pieces of... They're real... I'll put it this way. They're just real pieces of work. That's how I keep it clean. Now, listen. I don't remember having this full conversation with you once, but I've argued with some of my friends on the right about Michigan. And one of my arguments was, listen, in Michigan alone, they received 72,000 ballots back in that they never mailed out, and they still counted them. So I don't know how you do that. That's number one. Number two is, what date is this? As of this morning, Michigan came out, there's 320,000 ghost voters in the must-win of Michigan.
Really?
And, yeah, 320,000. But we have this in other places. Nevada had, 24,000 people who voted in 2 different counties. Why are those votes counted?
Wow.
That's why, you can't say it's honest.
No, I know for sure it's not. I wrote papers on voter fraud.
Yep.
The next thing is, and I had an argument with people, and I had to point them out that they're wrong. In states like California and other states that have motor voter registration, illegals can be registered to vote automatically. They don't even know they're registered to vote.
Nope.
If they sign up for any kind of services, government provided services, if they get a driver's license, they're automatically registered to vote. So when it comes time to vote, they get a thing. They're not necessarily doing it with malintent. They might not know they can't legally vote.